y'all. Shout out to all the listeners who tune in. And now it's the divisional round. And, hey, Valles, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Come on now, man. You already know.
Hey, Deca-Gon, you still there?
Of course, right here.
Wow. Okay, that's what's up. Hey, M Unique, you there?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, here we go. So Saturday, the Commanders go up against the Lions. And the Commanders have this new quarterback that looked like a generational talent. And the Lions, they got Jared Goff, who seems like he grew up a little bit when he got to Detroit, because he had some great games with the Rams, but then couldn't do nothing against Belichick in that Super Bowl. He scored like no touchdowns. They got a whole lot of players injured on defense. Detroit's playing at home. They might be the best team in the NFC. But if they lose this game, you could have a Commanders team playing against an Eagles team in the next round. And the Sixers owner also owns the Commanders. So, if the Commanders win, where does Harris sit? Does he sit in the Philly side because he's a Sixers owner? Or does he sit on the DC side because he's the Commanders owner? That would be fun to watch. Who you got in the game there, Deca-Gon, between the Commanders and the Lions?
Well, this is dad versus dad. It's both Coach Dads versus Coach Dad. But anyway, no, it's the Commanders are really good, man. For real, they're good. But there's just too much talent over there in Detroit. You know what I mean? Look, they've been calling Jared Goff Goffsome, and that's for good reason, man. He's hitting every open man, no matter who it is. Even Gibbs is over 500 receiving. That's his running back. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Gibbs, the Commanders can't stop the run, man. For real, and it's run season. And then they got right now what Detroit's defense is like ranked 20th, which I don't get that. I don't understand because the defense is better than that for real. You know what I mean? So I don't get that. You know what I mean? But just like these picks heard over the radio, that game should be entertaining as hell for real. You understand? But the Lions gonna get the job done at home.
So you taking the Lions?
So
who you got in that one, Valles? Commanders or Lions? Who you got in that one?
I got to take Detroit. I got to take Detroit. I beg to differ on what the others say about their defense. I'm with Deca-Gon. They got a hell of a defense. You got to look at the corners. You got to look at the middle linebackers. Even the front four is pushing. So the last few games since they've been like as you say maturing, Detroit is like this has been a long time coming for them to actually have a chance to be able to get to the chip. So it's like they really got it like they've been doing these playoffs for many years now. It's their time. So I'm going with the Lions over the Commanders, and even though they got that new little Jalen Hurts type of feel for the Commanders as far as their quarterback, nah. But he's going to keep them in the pocket. And if you do break, they got something for him with their free safeties.
Who you got, M Unique, Commanders or Detroit?
I got the Commanders.
And I'm going with the Commanders as well. My main reason for this here is because Detroit has been like the LA Clippers my whole life. Are we going to reverse reality here? I don't think so. They're going to keep fucking losing. I just can't see them doing shit. Their franchise is trash. And the Commanders, at least in 1991, won a Super Bowl. They got a little shine to them right now. I'm taking the Commanders because they're not as big of a joke as Detroit. Now, hey, we just saw the Vikings with 14 wins get smoked by the Rams. You know what I mean? Like they was a black and mild. Speaking of smoking, the Houston Texans are going down to Kansas City where the barbecues is always smoking. And if you're chiefing like me, you might be smoking something else. I like Houston a lot. Their coach is phenomenal, but I'm still chiefing. I'm taking Kansas City. Who you got in that one, Deca-Gon? Houston or KC?
Nah, you already know what it is. Like, and your the Chiefs are perfect at home right now. This season, what they're 8-0 at the crib, right? Come on, man. You know what I mean? And they've already beaten the Texans. They beat them already before, and I think this ain't gonna be no different. For real. They'll beat them again. That's all to it.
Veles, you still chiefing, or you going with H-Town, chop and screw?
I wanted to go with the Texans. I like what Strauss is doing now. He got over his receivers, injuries, and everything, and his mental stability is there. I see what he has there in his last game. I'm gonna give him his props. Young trying to make something that can become a franchise name through the whole NFL. But I'm still going on. But the real, I am gonna go with the Chiefs because I gotta look at their coaching staff. You gotta look at who's Andy Reid. You gotta look at what he does. When he gets the time of possession, he makes sure that they hold that ball. Even he might do a 3-yard run here, give a 3-yard pass here, and then go for 4 yards here for a slant route. You know, he keeps that clock, and he know how to keep the time of possession in his corner. So by that way, that's how he's been beaten. Just in case if Mahomes can't get the job done, he tells Mahomes, milk the clock. I give him his props. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Shout out to Isaiah Pacheco. You know, me and his dad made the song Swag Clean together. Julio Hoove 1000. Shout out to him. M Unique, who you got? The Hoove 1000 Chiefs? You chiefing over there, or you going with H-Town, chop and screw?
I got the Texas.
Oh,
okay.
There we go. Now, there's 2 more games left. Those are the Saturday games. Sunday games, the Rams are playing in Philadelphia. I don't think the Rams have ever played a playoff game in Philadelphia. Usually, oh wait, they did. They played one time. I believe it was Torrey Holt and Kurt. Man, this is back 23 years ago. Kurt Warner. That's the last time they played in Philly. And they won that game, but they were the favorites. That was the greatest show on turf, only to lose to Tom Brady in his rookie year. That was terrible. That was when I was very upset with the Rams after losing that game. I lost a terrible bet. And you know, I was an Eagles fan for like 30-something years, been a Rams fan for 10 years. Oh, man. Before that, I was a Rams fan, too. I'm gonna have to take the cheerleaders in this game, man. I can't choose. I'm taking the cheerleaders, man. You know, whoever wins, I'll be kind of like smiling. I'll be smiling bigger if the Rams win, but of course, if the Eagles win, I'll be happy for my Philly people. Deca-Gon, who you got in that game? LAR or EAGLES?
Okay, Dick. Look, the Rams are going to be coming to play for real, no joke. But it's cold as hell in Philly right now, and Hurts, he ain't going to throw much at all, and they can't make it. They can't force him to throw. So I'm saying I expect Saquon to do better than that 255 he did against the Rams in Week 12. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying? For real. And they play in Philly. Come on, man. If Philly sticks to the script, I won't be shocked if it's a blowout. Sorry to tell you, for real. It could get real lopsided real fast if they stick to that run game and really don't let Hurts worry about throwing. I'm telling you. Saquon gonna get loose.
Now, I do have an update for y'all. There is snow in the forecast in Philadelphia, okay, on Sunday for 4 p.m. Eastern. The game kicks off at 3. So you will see about an hour into it, maybe the second quarter, maybe the third quarter, there will be snow. Who you got in that one, M Unique? You going Philly or Rams?
I'm going with the Eagles.
That's what's up.
And Veles, I had it in Sharpie. Should I just make sure it's highlighted and shit too, or what?
I'm going Pitsy Baby Eagles. I'm gonna tell you why. I want to go with the Rams. Rams got a hell spot. They got a hell spot tight end. They got some weapons on the offense. QB, but they got some good talent. That last time when they see each other in LA, I give them to the Rams. They gave the Eagles a hell of a lot way to go. But I hope that they learn from that and they apply it in this game of this new year because they're going to have to. The Rams is in it to win it. But I'm going with the Eagles because I'm a diehard stickler just for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well as my Eagles. I'm a Pittsburgh fan. So it's just like, I root on the Pirates, I root on the Phillies. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like this is gonna be one of those games. I wanted to pick a cheerleader, but I'm gonna go outside the box and go for the Eagles. But I'm looking at this gonna be a hell of a game. They gotta come. He gotta come like Deca-Gon said. They gotta let Daquan do it. They gotta let Barkley do what he do. They gotta let Saquon do what he do. But you gotta look at it. Hurts is also a scrambler. He's got to be able to be careful and start sliding more. So if they put that type of offensive game plan together, pull McGee in or pull the second one to throw, and like, what the hell is that? And then bring back Hurts, it's a different story. Now you're working your team. This is the time you need to work your team. Some of your secondary and third. So now fuck up. Then they got it for the primary. But how you beat a team like that? You put on your second and third dairy string that they have no answers for. That's willing to make a name.
Okay. In the snow.
In the snow. And it's gonna be a lot of slippery. There's gonna be a lot of like them gloves ain't gonna always hold that ball.
Right.
I mean, like you said, this is Philadelphia. I mean, this is 20 degrees right now, 23 degrees right now outside, breezy.
Well, the other part is, the Eagles finished their last game in the wild card round 2 days earlier than the Rams. They played on Saturday, Rams played on Monday. So Eagles have 2 extra days of rest, which, could help or could hurt because, there was a long time where they weren't even playing their starters because they already had clinched. So, it's going to be interesting to see that game. On Sunday, later on, you got the Bills and the Ravens, 2 quarterbacks that are up for MVP this year. And if you look at their stats side by side, it looks like one of those situations we had a couple years ago in the NBA where Jokic already had 2 MVPs, so they was like, well, we can't give him a third one. We're just going to give it to Embiid. That might be what happens this year, even though Lamar has more touchdowns, more yards. Man, all his numbers are better than Josh Allen's numbers. But, Josh Allen put that beautiful highlight reel on tape this year, and his tape looks great. He's not throwing it to a whole bunch of talented guys. He's throwing it to like no-name guys. It's kind of like when Tom Brady was firing on all cylinders and he had Wes Welkers and other like weirdo not starters at all the wide receiver positions. The Bills quarterback is taking over his team. His defense is pretty nice. On the other side, the Ravens defense isn't as good as it used to be. But they got a lot of wide receivers that are good. They got this great running back by the name of King Henry, and he might just be the difference maker in this one, because King Henry wasn't in Baltimore last year, and he comes over to Baltimore. People thought maybe he don't have as much in the tank, but he actually does. He's still stiff arming people crazy. He's still running physical. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens in this game, man. Hey, Deca-Gon, who you got between Baltimore and the Bills?
Yeah, you was on that, man. You did a lot of talking. You said everything that I would have said, man. Look, number one, this is the one. This is the game to watch. It's going to be exciting as hell, for real. And it's funny because, QBs don't really play each other, but both them dudes know that they need to beat the other one. You know what I'm saying? For real. I know the game's going to be epic, And like you said, look, Lamar's known for his running and all that, but it's not like Allen don't run. And that's why he damn near hasn't been in sacks all season. All season, nobody can really get to this dude at all. I'm for real. You know what I mean? But like you said, the difference maker is King Henry, for sure. For sure. You know what I mean? And what was it last time? I don't know, but home they got they're in Buffalo too. So home field does, at least psychologically, have some of advantage. But I really think the Ravens will overcome that too, man, for real. And Henry will get loose, Lamar will get loose. I love the trickery they do. Everybody knows it, but you saw how bad they made my boys fight on that. I hated it. Hated it. You know what I'm saying? So like, if your safety don't stay home or do his job or whatever, come up and do his job, man. They're gonna do that trickery where it looks like King Henry's running, Lamar's running. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, last
You know,
weekend, I was at a bar with my wife. She had her 20th high school reunion. We were watching the Steelers and the Ravens. I walk up to the bar to get a beer. By the time I sit down, it's 21-0. I'm like, shit, I didn't even get a chance to drink my beer yet. What the hell happened? And I believe the Steelers' defense is truly better than the Bills' defense. I truly believe that. And so with that, you know, it's hard to go with the Bills because the Ravens just got so much firepower. Hey, Valles, who you got in that one? Baltimore or Buffalo?
Oh man! Wow, I'm taking the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens just because they have a history somewhere going down the line, getting damn near to the chip. Even if they always wanted their defense line to pull them through, and that is one thing I can say about them and give them their props. So I'm going with the Ravens. I don't see Jackson doing too much, and I really see him trying to kill Allen. Really, it's going to be a hell of a fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Ravens. I just like I had to, ditch my Bills for this, but I'm going to have to pay the overfee draw drag. That's what it is. I can fuck the Bills this month. I gotta go with the Ravens.
Hey, the other thing too about the Ravens is they're kind of like the Miami Marlins. Miami joined the league and already has like 2 World Series champions, and they're an expansion team. Baltimore wasn't really an expansion team. They used to be the Browns, but they shook off all that Brown stench when they got to Baltimore and already has 2 championships. This shit is crazy. M Unique, who you got in that one? Baltimore or Buffalo Bills?
Don't mess with Bill.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So there it is.
You were picked for the Rams and Eagles? Did we hear that?
Yeah, well,
the Eagles.
I picked the cheerleaders. She went the Eagles. You went the Eagles. Everybody went the Eagles except me. I picked the cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My heart is with the Rams, but it's tough, man. That's a tough game. I can't call it.
Hey, look, remember the Pittsburgh and Philly game? I had to call what? Cheerleaders!
Right.
Yeah, right, Deca-Gon? We had to because that's the real Super Bowl right there.
Yeah.
That would be the real Super Bowl.
Yeah, everybody want to see that.
Yeah.
And they need to have it. For sure.
God willing, we live to see it. If we got canes and all, we'll be able to broadcast on it.
They had to play the game at Harrisburg. That would be dope. Play the game right by where the Hershey where they have the Big 33 game by Hershey Park and shit.
Yes.
The Turnpike Bowl. Hey, Deca-Gon, before we get out of here, you got any shout outs before we go?
Hey, yo, shout out to everybody on the phone and all your listeners, man, for real. Appreciate it.
M Unique, you got any shout outs before we go?
No.
I'm holding in my hand this new DVD. This is how we do it. And and who's on that one? Oh, K Davis the Hitman's on that one. Free Black, Mel Love, Rose Stacks, Nina Rose. Deca-Gon is also in it. And I am yours truly yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all get a chance, go cop the new DVD of the web series. This is how we do it with bonus content. It's phenomenal. Go get yours. Hey, Valles, you want to bring us home with your normal shout out blessing?
Okay. Before I say anything, I'd like to give myself a shout out for picking the wild card right. I got all of them right. Not one of them I got wrong. I got every last one of them. Texans, Ravens, Bills, Eagles, Commanders, and Rams. Got them all right.
At the top too.
And none of my picks went dead. The Rams, I was skeptical about, but they pulled through. The Commanders most definitely. That bank shot up for that fucking upright. Oh, thank you.
That was crazy.
That was beautiful. I was sitting there. I was like, look. I was working it off like, babe, you all for I want. It was funny, but I did give myself my shout out. I won a wild card.
That's what's up.
I got all of them right. But to take us home with grace, mercy, and peace, people still upon us all. You know, may our endeavors of our positive nature come out and show and highlight who we truly are with smiles upon our face, even though our negative times. Maybe we learn how to be able to get a little bit more than we did last year, this year. Maybe this 2025 be the best year for us. You got to see this 25, get it for all those who understand what that 25 actually means. You know, look at where you at in the standpoint. Everything starts back at the number 5. If you really look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets you 10. So we got a half of a good, 5 more years to go. Let's take the first half of this, and start from this new half, going to our next 5. May it just give us everything that we need, made all of our business ventures and things that we look for come our way. May that those who are sick, we pray for an increase with diligence. May that those who we love and we care for, we increase in contacting them and making sure that they're okay. Because tomorrow not promised to no man. I can take them from others as they can also take them from me. As I was saying in one of my songs, when you think that you're all alone, you're not alone. I'm right next to you. You don't have to cry no more. So, grace, mercy, and peace. People still upon you. Love to all of y'all. Thank you so much for, listening to the panel of great people, young, old, spiritual, and those who believe in the galaxy and beyond. And I believe so much I can say. I'm just happy that we can bring this new year in together. And it's a blessed, beautiful thing. Be with Deca-Gon, DJ Greenguy, and Unique, myself. Like I can't forget First Class, Sluggerville Entertainment, Got Get Lows, KG, and wow, the list can go on forever. OG Tone, VH Chase, Ball Sizzle. I mean, it's so big. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been a long journey for us, and we all been knowing each other for years. And it's just a blessing to be able to say 2025. Thank y'all, and I love y'all for all that y'all have done, and supporting me when I need the support, and being damn good brothers to me and sisters.
Hey, beautifully well said. I love it. Hey, I would tell you, Velez, we almost had another guest on, but he went under the weather tonight. I heard from my homie Magic, who you know, and he was gonna join. But then he told me he's not feeling well tonight. He caught a cold or something. So, like you said about feeling better, and those who are sick, let's put Magic in that. You know what I mean? I hope you feel better, man. And maybe we'll catch you next time, my boy Magic over there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, good looking out. And everybody, thanks for checking us out. We out of here. We'll see y'all next time. 1,000.